And first up is Manchester. Now, here our flat costs £300,000. As last week, I'm assuming no discount from the listing price, just to keep things simple. Obviously, that may not be realistic, but hopefully at least it provides an even comparison across the locations. For this flat, the estimated rent, thanks to Patma's rent estimation, is £1,500 per month. So that means that we should be able to get a full 75% loan-to-value mortgage of £225,000. And that leaves us purchase costs of £1,000 for solicitor fees, £2,000 for mortgage fees. Again, as last week, I'm assuming a slightly higher interest rate for the mortgage and allowing for lower fees. Now, of course, mortgage rates do fluctuate over time, and I'm sure they've changed a bit between last week and this week. I have kept the mortgages consistent for comparison across the 2 weeks. Next up is stamp duty, £17,500 for this property. And of course, those are all just expenses that are just gone once we purchase the property. The deposit, however, which of course is the equity that we get to keep in the property, we're going to be putting in £75,000 for this property. Now that's a total of £95,500 of cash, of capital that we would need to be putting into the purchase of this property. And what do we get for it? Well, given the rent, that should give us an ROI, a return on investment, of about 2.1%. And that works out as about £170 in cash per month before any taxes and things. Now, considering this is a flat in central Manchester, so it's a big city, obviously not as big as London, but it is a big city. And I am looking at a property that is really right in the centre, right near the main Piccadilly train station of Manchester. And if you were to consider the equivalent in London, the costs would be enormously larger than these figures. So I think it really is quite interesting that it's a property right in the middle of the city, and yet, certainly by southern standards and other comparisons I've looked at elsewhere, it's actually really quite affordable as a property.